Hey guys, Captain Foley here. How you doing today? We just got a look at the finished version of the Emmett Till. So let's see who tunes in for this and go from there. Alright, so Zathras is here. Zarkon de Grissom is here. Chief Cook is here. Brandon Gross. Omar is here. Yeah, guys, so this is what we're going to talk about just real briefly. I just thought I'd pop on and show you guys because this is just brand new today released. This is the official version of the Emmett Till, as it's going to be appearing in Season 8 of What We Left Behind, looking back at Star Trek Deep Space Nine. So I'm glad they made a few changes, alterations here. As you can see, the front of the nacelles is the lower nacelles are pushed back a little bit, which is nice. I can pull up the original Emmett Till picture. Where is it here? Open with, and then there she is. As you can see, the nacelles are very much the same here. If we switch back to the new one, I do like the change that was made here, the slimming down of the nacelles. Even they're not as yeah, Samuel is here. Hey Samuel, how's it going? Yeah, just talking about this new ship. This looks lit. This looks lit. It looks off the hook. Like, it is a forward shuttle bay, which is really fantastically cool. John had said, after we had done our last live discussion on the Emmett Till, which is this version, he had said that this was not the final version, that there was some changes and things coming. There's not a whole lot here that's different on the new one, and to me that's all right. Let's just do this so we can compare the two. Put that there, I guess. So you have it. So the new one's got the shortened lower nacelles, which is cool, and they're not as big and bulky as they were in this older sketch. As for other changes, see, this sketch, one of his original sketches, I think he kind of went back to this a little bit because this looks shorter than this front one. It could just be an optical illusion based on the angle, but yeah, and I know he liked this one. So anyway, yeah, I just think I'm utterly impressed, to be honest. I'm looking forward to seeing this ship in Star Trek Online or Eagle Moss, because this is a cool looking ship. It's a nice design. There's some original sketches as well, kind of fleshing out a few of the shapes. Here you can see that the nacelles are the same distance apart, although these ones are slimmed down quite a bit, just like the version that we got today. So yeah, I like the saucer too. Fantastic ship. Is the ship canon, or in the gray until it shows up in a series like the Trekyards series? I would say it's official canon because it's being used in official capacity for the Deep Space Nine documentary. So I would say it's canon. Plus Eagle Moss is making a ship of it, so it is licensed. And yeah, I think Eagle Moss needs to step up their game. Actually, somebody suggested something in the comments the other day that sparked my idea. It'd be cool if Eagle Moss did a series of bridge cutaways, the TOS bridge, where you can like take pieces out, the sections out, so you can display it from any angle on a higher shelf, or you can put them all together and have a bridge where you can look in from the top and do TOS, TMP, Voyager, do all the bridges. I would love to see that. Also, Eagle Moss needs to do a Star Trek Online series. NCC 2277 seems way too low. There's probably a good explanation for that, because they have been trying to maintain the registry number vibe through Mike Okuda. He was trying very hard to make sure that the registry numbers made sense when he could. He, of course, couldn't go back and fix TOS or a few of the other issues. So there's got to be a good reason for that. Either that or it's just an early production sketch, but it does look very finalized. This looks like something that you'd see on the captain's wall in his ready room, perhaps. And yeah, Samuel and myself talked about this ship when it first came out. It's definitely a very cool design, and something that I'd like to see in motion, because when you see things in motion, you get a very different feel for them. Same with when you hold them in 3D. So this is a ship that I certainly would like to see more of, and it is done by John Eaves. It is a fantastic design. You could take those bottom nacelles off, and it'd be a cool new Enterprise. This should have been the Enterprise E, in my opinion, but. Oh, I'm ignoring the chat, sorry. In the Akudas I trust. Yes, you should. I concur, it does seem rather odd to be so close to the Excelsior registry. Yeah, but there's got to be a good reason for it. Like I said, they're not going to just slap that on and go, oh, well, USS X-Wing. That's more the Baran. On Friday, I do my USS Baran from Star Trek Discovery review for the Eagle Moss review, and damn, that thing looks like an X-Wing. It should have articulating struts, lock S-foils in attack position. It looks like an upgraded E. Yeah, absolutely it does. And it doesn't really look like the lower nacelles extend much farther past the top, so they are shorter by the looks of it, by quite a bit. It would be kind of neat if these ones were the same length but just extended back a little farther. That would be cool too, but I kind of like what he did here, so I really get a light carrier feel to this. Well, absolutely, especially with this huge front hangar bay. Samuel saying, remember to super chat. Yes, to have your comment question read out and support the channel. Yes, super chats are very important. If you can, please do so. That's why we like to do these lives, because we can interact with you like on the spot as things are happening. And this was something that just came out today. Samuel shared it with me, and I'm like, should we do a live? And he's like, well, I thought about it, but you know, it's like 1 o'clock for him. He says, if you do one, I'll watch. And I'm like, damn right, I'll jump on and talk for a little bit. So it's not going to be super long of a super chat, or super long of a live, but I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about it, get your thoughts on it. What do you think of this ship? Yeah, just get your thoughts, your vibes on it. Oh, we got Zarkon D. Grissom puts in $10. Oh man, thank you. Before something happens, I don't think Patreon charged me for this month, so here is something to toss into the YouTube bucket. Great content. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, Patreon would have taken it out at the first of the month, I believe. I think that's how we have it set up. So, Tony Talacrio. Sorry, we have 130 people watching. Oh my god, I better step up my game. Damn. Puts in $5. Thank you very much, Tony. Much appreciated. Do you know the weapons on the ship? Don't know anything about it as of right now. Just this picture, which finalizes some of the changes that were, or finalizes the original design, which is here. So yeah, don't know anything about it specifically. Fat Produce puts in $2. Any word on the documentary released for backers? No, I haven't heard anything. I didn't back this. I didn't contribute to this. Unfortunately, I should have, but I did not. I know they've premiered it at in Birmingham and somewhere else. L.A. Yeah. L.A. Yeah. So it has been viewed. It has been seen. So there you go. It actually has a Discovery look to it. Somewhat. Samuel mentioned that the first time we talked about it, that John Eaves is kind of in the Discovery mindset right now because he's designing for Discovery. I can sort of see that a little bit, and that's a danger that you face when you are working on another project, but it's John Eaves through and through. Samuel says the documentary needs to be finished first. It's not quite yet. It will be out in 2019, they said. Dun, dun, dun. And that's right around the corner. So apparently we're going to be getting that. We're going to be getting Orville. We're going to be getting Discovery Season 2. We're going to be getting the Picard series late 2019, although I doubt that very much. Speaking of which, news on that, they're no longer filming in Toronto. They are going to be filming in California. Apparently they got some tax breaks in California, so they will be filming it there, which kind of sucks. But Zathras Champion throws in $5. You've been reading my questions. Figured I'd contribute too. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we try to get a lot of the questions and comments in the regular chat, but they fly by so quick that sometimes we miss them or whatever. And super chats are a great way to get noticed and actually have us read exactly what you want us to say to everybody. So Keith Harper puts in $5 Canadian. So they're awesome dollars. Yeah. May not be on par with the American dollar, and Samuel made a joke about that earlier today. Hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings. But that's okay. So Keith says, this is looking pretty good. I helped back this project, and I'm eager to see the final result. I'm eager to see the final result as well. Like I said, I did not contribute to it. I wish I would have. I'm not sure if Samuel did. I think Samuel might have contributed to the Patreon or the Indiegogo, whatever it was. Not the Patreon. Indiegogo. Dumb. Power 543 fan films. That'd be Samuel. Who thinks we should get a 3D version of the Emmett Till made to make animations for the channel? I do. I'm putting my hand up, Samuel. Zarkon D. Grissom puts in another $5. Oh my god, you're awesome. It is a far better Discovery, less fidget spinner and Stargate bits, lol. It is a far better Discovery that I go to than I have ever gone before. A far better Star Trek show than I've ever seen. If this was Discovery and this was a series and this was set post Nemesis, that's what I'd be saying. But it's not, and I'm not, and so there. Bird O Pray 5, hope you are feeling good, my friend. Puts in $2. You can still pre-order the Blu-ray DVD combo. Oh, of what we leave behind, what we left behind. Good to know. Good to know. Alexander Kolchak puts in $5 as well. Thank you very much, Alexander. Hey, great job with the new merch in the shop. Ordered a Romulan and Andorian t-shirt. Can't wait. I saw that. That was awesome. Yeah, we put up a bunch of new merch today. A bunch of the new Trekyards pinups are there. There's an Andorian, the cat lady from the animated series. There's a Cardassian, a Romulan, and a Klingon pinup. So there's a whole bunch of cool stuff. The links for the store, for the Teespring Trekyard store, is down in the description. Go buy some stuff. You still have time to get it delivered before Christmas if you use rush shipping. So go do that, please. Gareth Fairclough puts in £5. Neither USD or Canadian are on par with the. I agree. The pound. I bow to thee. Oh. And how the heck am I not the only one contributing this time? Nice. Yeah, well, 128 people, so a little bit more than we usually get, so I feel kind of compromised not having my Samuel with me. I feel like Holmes without Watson. You know, I'm lost without my Boswell, as he would say. But that's okay. Usually when there's breaking news, we like to bounce off what he says, and we always spark new ideas in each other. So it's a shame he's not here right now, but that being said, the captain is here for you guys. Usually when I come on lives, it's just to talk about anything and everything, which is what this is kind of turning into because I'm addressing your comments, which is cool. Car Galaxy Studios, you need to help me with Streamlabs. We need to do that. This week's no good, though. Next week is probably better, if possible. Or maybe just the new year. I don't know when. Gareth Fairclough puts in another £2. Bullshit, you feel free. I want to be free. Free of Samuel. Yes. Well, he's still here, though. He's lurking. He's right there. Do you think she has a captain jock, he says. If it doesn't, I'd be disappointed. Put it that way. Fat Produce. Yeah, you see, comment. Exactly. That'll give me something to talk about. Yeah. Fat Produce puts in another $2. Thank you very much. Streaming any old Trek games this weekend. Funny thing, I've tried doing that twice in the past week, but I can't get any of them to work anymore with the program I was using. I was using a program called DX Wind, and to play them in windowed mode so that I could use OBS to capture it. It's not working anymore. None of the links that the shortcuts I had created in this program are working anymore. Like 1 or 2 are, but it plays the opening animation, but not the game. So I'm confused. I mean, I'll try. I've tried to fix it a few times. Like I said, I wanted to go live twice this last week not this week, but the week before, to play a game in the afternoon live, and it's not working. So I'm very frustrated, to say the least. Captain Foley, check out my channel. I made a model of the Enterprise D. Cool. Limerick says, hi guys, you talked about John Van Sitter's new Rick Berman yet? You talked about John Van Sitter's new Rick Berman yet? I'm not sure what you mean by that. So Fat Produce, I will try to endeavor to do some streams. If not, I can probably still play Star Trek Online. And I think Armada 3 or Armada 2 still works. So yeah, I'll stream gaming sometime soon. So stay tuned for that. Alexander Kolchak puts in $5. And what are the odds of getting a Gorn or Tellarite pinup shirt? Extremely good, my friend. I like that idea. I need to write that down. My artists will love that. I don't know if I want to see a Tellarite personally, but a Gorn's interesting. If you are interested for real and you'll buy the shirts, I will get pinups made up of a Gorn and Tellarite for the Trekyards store. Fun fact. Fat Produce puts in another $5 and says, does capturing your whole monitor display not work? I'm happy to help this weekend if you want. I use OBS for Twitch a lot. Okay, the problem is, here's what we do. I got 2 monitors. I open up OBS and I open up the game. It changes all the resolution, splatters all this shit from this monitor onto this monitor, and it's full screen on this monitor, and I can't get out of it. I can't go over to OBS to control OBS. I can't do anything. I can't. It's just this monitor's full screen. This one's resolution's all jacked up, and things are scattered everywhere. And the only way to get out of the game to actually find my cursor is to hit escape. And then the resolution eventually resets, and some of the things are all screwed up, like Google Chrome is all messed up, and it's all shrunk down, and it's just it's a pain in the ass. It was much easier when I could just open a little window, capture the window, and do it that way. That worked, and it worked fairly well for a few times. And then now, after leaving it sit for like a couple weeks of not doing it, now I got to do it, just double click, and nothing happens. So I don't know if my computer decided to fix something that I thought was wrong. I don't know. I just don't know. But Fat Produce, if you can help me maybe fix that or something. I just need to play in a windowed mode so that I can keep an eye on the chat. I can control OBS. I can jump out of the game and go to OBS if I need to. That's all. So did you reboot? Between the time I last played and now, yes. Between the time I last played and when I went to try playing again, yes, I had rebooted. So, but then I went back through the DX Win program and I set things up exactly the same. I went to modify. I selected the proper executable files and set it to the right resolution for the window and all this jazz that the instructions said to do. And it just, you double click it and nothing happens. It's just kind of frustrating. Hey, Xavier Gamer, nice to see you as well. Hi, everybody that's new and popping in, and there's a bunch of you here, so thank you very much. Doomcock was just talking about the rumor that Alex Kurtzman might get sidelined. Doomcock is using sources that have talked to us in the past, over the past couple of years, and maybe 15% of what they say is actually accurate. A lot of it's just wishful thinking and spin doctoring and trying to make, JJ and all these other people look bad. So we learned not to trust the source. And Doomcock actually, when he first started talking to these people, I approached him and said, that's not necessarily the most accurate information. You might not want to go with that. He's like, well, thank you very much, Captain Foley. I appreciate that. And then he hasn't talked to me since, and he's been doing all these videos talking about all these things that could be happening at CBS. I doubt any of them are true, and any of them will come true. But it gives him rant fodder. It gives him ways to get views, ways to get super chats, and more power to him. I mean, if he can milk the hate cow and get people watching just out of pure hatred for CBS, more power to him, I guess. But I can't watch those anymore. It's just hate. There's nothing good. And I was talking to somebody about this earlier today, and they're like, that's why I like coming to Trekyards, because you guys talk about the good and the bad. You don't just laser focus on the bad. So I've kind of stopped watching Doomcock stuff, unfortunately. It's just each title is just like, ugh, really? And they're not really produced videos anymore. They're just lives where it's just his icon on the screen. It's like, ugh, you got to do something different than that to get my interests anyway. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Maybe I'm just wrong. Yeah, they did make the name of it the Emmett Till. Yes, it is still the USS Emmett Till, yes. Why did they name it the Emmett Till? I don't know. Make the nacelle struts thicker from the secondary hull. I disagree. I really like the way they are right there. They look damn nice. Keith Harper puts in $5 Canadian again. $5 Canadian are amazing. Agreed, Captain. There has been too much hate for too long. Yeah, and it's dividing, it's polarizing the fandom, and it's not good. It's not healthy. But Doomcock, Mecha Random, they like to go on rants, and they're good at it. And Doomcock is a talented guy. I got to give him a lot of credit. He does some really interesting stuff. He's very talented. He manipulates his voice and really entertains his live viewers. I can't do that stuff. I can't do impersonations. I can't do stuff like that. What I can do, though, is I'll pull up the Super Chat rewards list. If you guys want to pick a Super Chat animation, you can do so. There you go. So yeah, I mean, Mecha Random's not as bad. I watch her sometimes because a lot of times when she goes on a rant, she doesn't really know all the facts. So it's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, sometimes she's positive about things as well. Doomcock, I find he isn't. I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a while, so I'm not exactly sure what he's saying, but you can tell by the title of the videos that it's just, you know what you're getting into when you step into that live chat room, and it's just not what I want to deal with. Alexander Kolchak puts in another $5. When are the Vulcan pinups coming? Any idea would be having all the pinups on one poster or shirt? Actually, I considered that today, and I want to talk to my artist about that, is getting all the pinups kind of huddled around the Trekyards logo or something. Have a bunch of the pinups he's done for us. And yes, we don't have a Vulcan. You're right. I just added it to the list. Gorn, Tellarite, Vulcan. Actually, we need an Orion as well, but I didn't want to cop out and do Orion right away because it's the easy go-to that everybody wants to. But yes, I'll definitely give these suggestions to him. And he's a great guy. John Ridley is his name. Inspector... Where is his card? Inspector 97 on DeviantArt does some awesome work, and a good friend of mine lives about an hour from me. Just does fantastic work. So check him out on DeviantArt, Inspector97. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Inspector97, DeviantArt.com. Probably can't see that. But there's his card. Gareth Fairclough puts in another £5. I'd argue that there's far more hate from the anti-Doomcock crowd. It's what makes Star Trek a toxic place, not Doomcock himself. He riles up a lot of the hate, though. Like, he really does. He gets his viewers riled up. And Stuart, remember to mention brand new updated LCARs coming in 2019 mini visual update reboot. I think you just did. Samuel says we're going to have a visual reboot and update of the LCARs, and we're doing a lot of our new videos. They're going to be in 1080, and we're going to have some fantastic stuff coming, guys. We just filmed 3 episodes yesterday, 3 Saturday episodes, and I'm looking forward to seeing them finished, for sure. And you know, Samuel, you can always message me on Messenger. Just saying. No, but I think Doomcock riles people up a lot, and even like Anti-Trekker's very anti-Discovery, which kind of sucks because I like Anti-Trekker, and he has his mind made up about things, and he won't capitulate that people can like it. No hate for people that like it, he says, and I understand that, but it's just frustrating. It's frustrating because I both enjoy and I'm frustrated with Discovery. It's a mixed bag for me, for sure. There will be an animated episode bundled with the documentary. I hope so. Yeah, STD fans do spew a lot of hate on the haters. It's, like I said, it's very polarizing, and that really sucks. We see it in our comment section all the time. We'll do a video, and one comment will say, "You guys are shills," and the comment right underneath says, "Why are you guys such haters?" It's like, well, we can't be both, because we're middle of the road. Nobody's requesting animations, so I should just take the super chat rewards list down. How dare they dislike what I like and the like, right? Michael Fleetus, when are you going to answer my question? When I see your question, Michael. I haven't seen it. Like I said, when you're doing these lives, there's a lot of chat going on. There's a lot of discussion going on. I can't always see them. That's why super chats are really great. If you want me to really see and pay attention to it, that's a super chat is a good way to do it. Michael's got a straight line to me, though. So what is your question, Michael? He messaged me. What is your question? I will answer your question. This is Michael Fleetus. He's the one that designed the Terrorbird, the Romulan Terrorbird that we've done an episode of. I will play his animation so you can see the Terrorbird. Maybe that's what he was on about. There it is, right there. Terrorbird flyby. And I'll replay his animation. Terrorbird flyby. And I'll replay it again because it left a damp bar on the bottom of the screen. That's irritating. Go away, bar. There we go. Gotta find a way to get rid of that. Anyway. So, Michael, what is your question? Everybody else, what is your question? No, it was a fun one. Which do you prefer, this design or the Gojira? I prefer this design. No offense. The Gojira's a little bit of a bigger... Michael is designing a scratch-built Federation ship called the Gojira class, based on, like, Godzilla. It's a fantastic build. It's scratch-built. It's beautiful. I got progress pictures from the beginning of this whole thing. It's going to be at Wonderfest. Better be, anyway. And we'll do a Trekyards Originals on it. We absolutely will, because he did his Terrorbird, and I owe him that much. So look forward to that. But Michael, if I had to pick which ship I liked best or which ship I wanted more, this one I can see kind of finished, so I'm going to go with this one. Once the Gojira is finished and I see with all the details and all the paint and all the lighting like he's doing, then I'll have to let you know. Alexander Kolchak puts in another $5. Like Samuel said at the beginning of every episode, Trekyards is your source for Star Trek goodness. It speaks to a positive message of the show. Well, we try to, yes. Sometimes you can't get around pointing out the negative, the what's wrong with it, because it's not perfect right now. It never was perfect. When we talk about old episodes, we point out the bad in the old episodes. There's a lot of inconsistencies in Trek. Sizing issues are the main one that we come across with ships. The ship is only as big as it needs to be for a particular episode. You know, it's based on scripting. It can change in one episode. The size of the same ship can change multiple times in one episode. It's just... So Trek has always had that problem, but it's entertainment. It's not real life. It's entertainment. We like to extrapolate on it and make it as real as we can, because we really enjoy the universe. So we try to make sense of things. We try to retcon things. We try to explain away things. It's all possible in the Star Trek universe framework to explain things, fix them, make them make sense. And we can even do it with Discovery. I just wish that the writers would think along the same lines and actually tie things together in a little bit of a tighter bow. They've got kind of an interweaving bow a little bit, but it's all sloppy and all over the place. We like to go along and just pull those things a little bit tighter and just tighten things up. So no matter how good a Star Trek episode, none of them is really perfect. True, there might be one or two that are very close to being perfect, but still. Nobody listens. Poor Zathras. Nobody listens. I'm listening. What did I miss? Blasphemer at Surftronics. See, I'm missing... People are having conversations in the chat, which is another problem as well, because it's not a problem. Like, I don't have a problem. It's just... Ugh. How are they going to make continuity between J.J. Abrams' reboot and the Prime timeline? They can't. The J.J. Abrams reboot is its own thing. And it'll be interesting to see whether Romulus is still destroyed in the new Picard series, because it should be. Because that was Prime, but we'll see. Star Trek was not always dark, but it did have dark moments. But the darkness is not what makes Discovery hard to watch. It's just filled with canon violations. Yeah, that's the hardest part for me. I don't have a problem with the the little bit darker tone to it. I don't have a problem with that. It is the canon inconsistencies that really bug me. And Michael's saying thanks. Michael, I don't want you to take offense to that. I don't want you to take offense to the fact that I really like this ship. Yeah, don't take offense to the fact that I like this. When you ask me what I like better, this one or the Gojira class, please don't take offense to that. It's not meant that way at all. There, I'm going to change things up so it looks a little bit different on your end. Being dark and gritty doesn't make something bad. It can provide a place to come back to the light from. Absolutely. If you could make your own fan film, what would it be about? Keep up the good work. I wouldn't want to make my own fan film, I don't think. I mean, that's a question for Samuel for sure, because he's done a few fan films, and his fan films are fantastic. Convergence, coming out soon, and Temporal Anomaly, coming out soon. Watch those. But I have no desire to make a fan film. I have no idea what it would be about. I'm not that creative. I like the ship too, just not the name. I have no problem with the name. Everybody's all like, what's with the name? I just don't care. It's a name. Gareth, hell, it'd be something. I'd like something to be gritty, but it has to be balanced. Have a bit of levity too from time to time. Yes, and it looks like season 2 might have more levity from the trailer we saw. Who knows how they're going to go with that. What can you say? It is the Discoverse. Yes, it is. Luke, I am your father. It's actually, no, I am your father. Captain, the USS Bedford NCC 04005 sends greetings. Greetings and salutations. Braden Gross, I just finished watching all the Star Trek series in release order. It took me so long, I now feel lost without them. Yeah. Gareth Bedford, who'd name a bloody ship after that dump? That's not nice. Dom Oranzi, do you think you can provide any previews on the Polaris episode that is in the works? Dun dun dun. Well, Mr. Dave Metlislitz, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it for the life of me, but I was talking to him yesterday and today. He installed Skype just to speak with us specifically, and we want to have him join us for the mission briefing because it is a popular ship, and he says he could go, prepare to listen to long hours of the in-universe reasoning behind things. We're like, whoa. That's cool for a full episode, but for the mission briefing, we want to keep it short and sweet. How you designed it, why you designed it, what its specific purpose is, but not go too much in depth. So he will be joining us for the episode. Hopefully, we will be filming that next week sometime. Samuel does not yet know that, although now he does. We have 1 or 2 filming sessions set up for next week. One with the ever awesome and completely cool Doug Drexler, but we'll get into that later. So yes, the Polaris mission briefing will be coming soon. Full episode probably down the road a little bit because we got a lot of other stuff we need to do, and we need to take care of that as well as talk about Discovery and Orville when they come back. So we're going to be super busy for the first half of the year for sure, and then the second half of the year we're planning on going some trips. So Trekyards is going to be busy this upcoming year. Admiral Foley, how many ships in Starfleet DS9 era? I have no idea. How many different classes of ships? I have no idea. I would like to see this ship in Star Trek Online. I agree, and I could possibly see that. I can see them doing that, actually. I just uploaded a new model of my Enterprise D model. So David Conlon, if you want to go to his channel, you can check out his Enterprise D model. Don't do it now. Wait till after the stream. But go subscribe to his channel. Gender bent Discovery. Everyone on the Prime Disco goes, huh? Why is your name Michael? You're a man. Huh. That's kind of funny. Samuel says Starfleet Captain 2019 when they actually finish the documentary, as they are not done yet. Oh, he's answering a question about when the Blu-ray is coming out for What We Left Behind. Bismarck 24 says hello Bismarck 24. Jason, love the name, goes with some of the civil rights issues in Deep Space Nine. I think that's what they were going for sure. What fleet are you in STO? I'm in my own fleet. It's called Team Trekyards. If you want to be a member of Team Trekyards, look up Team Trekyards STO fleet on Facebook. Go join the Facebook group. And then once you join the Facebook group, request to be added to the fleet in-game, and they will add you in-game. And then sometimes I go on live and go in-game, and then all of a sudden I got 15 ships joining me, and it's really cool to see everybody's ship. And then we have a bridge party. Everybody beams over, and we dance on the bridge, and it's fun. Zathras Champion, I don't see there's any reason why I won't end up in Star Trek Online because Sean's Luna class is on there. Exactly. And this is similar to the Luna class, actually. I mean, take off those. You could take off the top nacelles or the bottom nacelles and leave the other ones, and it'd be perfect. This ship. I just joined the stream. Has the ship design changed a little bit? As we've shown, the old one here has a little bit thicker nacelles. Beefier nacelles, and that was one of the things I said they should change about the design when last we talked about it on a live, when we first saw it from Birmingham. When Sammy and myself talked about it, I thought they should slim these down. It's exactly what they've done here. They've also offset the lower ones to be shorter, so they don't line up with the top one. So, but they end at the same point at the back. So yes, there's a few subtle changes that you can see from this picture, but it's kind of hard to tell for sure any other changes that are made to it. Other than that, it looks pretty much the same as the other production sketches that we've seen leading up to it. That's not one of them. That's another ship. But yeah, so the Emmett Till. How is the Foley class model coming along? I haven't done anything on it since the last time you saw it. It's still here, sitting here, ready to go. I gotta paint the primer on it, do the detailing on the Bizarre collectors, get the clear Bizarre collector caps on it, and then paint. So yeah, it hasn't moved. Unfortunately, it's a really busy time of year with Christmas and things going on, so I just haven't had a chance. But don't worry, I am not forgotten about it. Gotta be honest, I don't like how this ship looks. Fair enough. Not everybody can like every ship. No matter what you design, somebody's not going to like it. So that's perfectly fine. Wasn't the DS9 documentary ready? I thought it was too, because they did 2 premieres, but it could just be the unfinished premiere that they showed, and they still have some finishing up to do. That's kind of what the vibe that I get. They finished principal photography. There you go. And much lower budget from what I'm told. Not to mention Boxing Day. Why? What? I missed something. Like the ship would be better without the bottom nacelles. I kind of agree, but then it would just be like, you know how the producers are. Well, then people are gonna think that it's that they're Enterprise, and we can't have that. We gotta make it different. So, because apparently all Star Trek fans and non-Star Trek fans are stupid and think that any ship with 2 nacelles that is the same configuration is the Enterprise. Producers just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's been cool if they got rid of the 2 lower nacelles and put a 3rd nacelle on it, like a 3 nacelle dreadnought, and actually brought a 3 nacelle dreadnought besides the Galaxy X into existence. That would have been awesome. I would have been so in love with this ship. I am kind of in love with this ship. It is kind of great, I gotta admit. But that would make it better, to make it a 3 nacelle design. Steve, it will be done next year. See, Samuel's on top of things. He's taking care of you guys in the chat. He's a man. He don't want to join me live because it's late and he's tired, and I understand that. But he's got me covered in the chat. He's doing his thing. And you know what? I just noticed, Samuel, you're not a moderator. You should have moderator status because you are Samuel. You are Commander Hawkins. So I'm going to change you to a moderator so you can take care of nasty comments and all that stuff. There you go. You are now a moderator. You have a wrench, sir. That's how it's done. Stuart, I would have thought Edgy would have gone with a Connie refit. Well, yay. Yes, an earlier version to be able to go to cons and get good press. It had unfinished effects and multiples of the HD elements weren't finalized in the HD yet. Well, there you go. Wrench power. Dun dun dun. Yes. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic wrench and said, "By the power of YouTube, I am a moderator." That was embarrassing. So basically, you gave Samuel the less savory job. Less savory jobs. No, that's not true. A documentary about 8th season. What the 8th season could be like. Yeah, they brought a lot of the original writers back to kind of do a proposed season 8. And Michael says he's not offended, so yes, win. Love the vids, by the way. Thank you, Andrew. Much appreciated. Do you know what the armaments are? I do not yet know what they are. No. Doesn't even look like it has phaser rings on it. But it could just be an unfinished picture still. But it's finalized design, just not detailed enough picture, I don't think. So, can you give someone a plunger instead of a wrench? That'd be awesome, but no. It was the entire main writing team, and they spent 1 full day on it. Amazing. Amazing. That needs to be a shirt, Foley. LOL. YouTube wrench power. I agree. Have myself or Samuel or He-Man holding a wrench. I have the power. Yes. Sorry, Romulus was destroyed in the Kelvin timeline, not the Prime timeline. You're wrong. It was destroyed in the Prime timeline, and then because of that, they went through a wormhole to go to the Kelvin timeline and went back in time. Now, sadly, it was Prime timeline. If you read the comic books leading up to it, it is Prime timeline. Sorry. Maybe the phaser rings are pop-up. Maybe those panels, yeah, the lines, the markings on it dissolve away, or they're just holographic covers, and they fire out of that because they're underneath. I really can't wait for Convergence. There you go. You got a fan, Samuel. They need to get Scott Nakata to put more weapons on the USS Emmett Till. Sure. Anything is better than Discovery, Gareth. These Deep Space Nine writers actually have experience in Trek and sci-fi and years of experience. Comic books aren't canon. This is true. But it still doesn't change the fact that the Romulus that got destroyed was Prime Romulus. I mean, I'd like to think that it's not, but it was, so yeah. It's destroyed in the Prime timeline, and Spock's red matter creates a black hole that they go back and end up in the Kelvin timers, and Prime Romulus is gone. Yes, correct, in the future, because they go back in time in the past and to the Kelvin timeline, and I'm running out of steam. Extra nacelles are unnecessary. I beg to differ. Samuel up very late, or early, I guess. Romulus being destroyed in 2009 was the whole plot of 2009. Yes. No, it wasn't. Okay. Didn't Kurtzman say Countdown was canon? Kurtzman doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, so who gives a shit what Kurtzman says? Yes, Xavier, up late, but not that late for me. I'll give Discovery Season 2 a try. Must be fair. The Iconians did it. Spoiler. They are soft. In STO, the story of Romulus was similar. Yeah, because Romulus is destroyed in STO as well. It's still too easy. It has those pointing nacelles Dominion-like. They are a little too pointy, maybe. Yeah, it's interesting because if it was Rick Sternbach doing it, it would have kind of an arrowhead-shaped saucer. They each have their own design style, right? So, First Contact caused Enterprise. Yes, and that whole timeline, which is not the Prime timeline. But that's another story. That's a different universe. There's multiple universes. It's a multiverse. Thank Feck for that, Sam. Can someone please retcon him? Who? Kurtzman. Oh. What? Romulus got destroyed by a mycelial backfire. There you go. Watch Star Trek Horizon. Interesting idea of the Romulans post-Nemesis bringing back the Temporal Cold War. Yeah, the Temporal Cold War could crop up at any time. I thought it was going to be used in Enterprise to great effectiveness to explain why things, canon-wise, were a little bit different. And it just kind of didn't. So, but it could pop up at any time and fix anything that they want. So, yeah. Plus, where are the time police? Where's the relativity? Anyway. Horizon is MFing amazing. Cool. Oh god, please no, Temporal Cold War. First we had the Equalizer, wow, and now the Retconizer. Yes. Retconning is fun. Budget cuts in the future shut them down. They only have Daniel. Yeah, the only temporal agent is Daniels, and the only Section 31 agent was Sloan. But they were both delusional and thought they were members of large organizations. Is Romulus destroyed in both universes? Well, it's not destroyed in Kelvin yet because it's still TOS era. It's still 2266. It's not post-TNG, so no. The Romulus is fine in the Kelvin verse until that star, the Hobus star, goes supernova in the future. Talking about time. I just don't have the time. I wish Star Trek could make a movie on the Earth Romulan. I don't want to see that. Everybody's like Earth Romulan War. I don't want to see it personally. But that's just me. Don't listen to me. I'm just saying. So where did all those super chats go? Just saying. Well, yeah, we haven't got any in a while, but that's fine. I mean, they've been more than generous, and it's fun chatting with people. They don't have to super chat. Jeez. I hope Lower Decks uses the Rick and Morty multiverse explanation. We all know that the Prime Universe is Universe C-137. See, there you go. And Lower Decks could definitely incorporate that. You could definitely show each episode be a different multiverse that you see. I think that'd be cool. Time is the fire in which we burn. Axing our back to work. Yay, all to heck. Right? A lot of people doing axing our back in production videos. So, yay. Foley got a haircut. No. Yes, I got a haircut. And it looks like crap right now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. But smaller stories, not more crises. Check out the Romulan War fan film. Yes, do that. Mr. Miles is here. Should I get Mr. Miles a wrench? You know what? That'd be hilarious. Mr. Miles, oops, can have a wrench in my universe. In this timeline, in this reality, if I can lock onto him, which I can't because YouTube's being a pain in the ass. There. Mr. Miles, let it be heard far and wide for the first time. Well, not true, but Mr. Miles now has a wrench. And I actually got Mr. Miles a wrench over on Anti-Trekker's channel. It lasted literally 60 seconds, but I was responsible for getting him a wrench. The seas will run red with the blood of my enemies. Well, then you'll get your wrench taken away. It's pretty easy to do. Are you going to calm down, or am I going to have to, like, de-wrench you? Is Vulcan gone as well? Vulcan is only gone in the new Kelvin universe in the TOS time, but not the Prime universe in the future. Because the Kelvin universe is not the Prime universe, because it's a separate reality. So the Romulus of the future is gone, and the Vulcan of the past... Okay, yes. The Romulan of the future is gone in the Prime universe, and the Vulcan of the past is gone in the Kelvin universe. Or the Vulcan of the present. Mr. Malice has a wrench. Blasphemy. Hey, I can do whatever I want over here. And Anti-Trekker can just suck it up. That's what happened. Joe assigned me to... What? I'm losing control of this chat. You guys are going so fast, it's just hard to keep up with everything. If you like Romulans, JJ Verse is the place for you. If you like Vulcans, then Prime is the place for you. Sure. Why have moving parts that can break? I don't know. 2019 for sure. We're almost finished with part 1. Nice, looking forward to it. Oh no, what happened with Anti-Trekker? LOL. Nothing happened with Anti-Trekker. Why do you ask, Avenue Pad? Greetings from Australia. Well, greetings, Nathan, from Canada, from Canuckistan, Canuckisville. All Trek is the place for me. I think I've become famous in the nerd community for my wrench-seeking behavior. Well, here is the one place where you are king, Mr. Miles. Just don't abuse it. If you have any questions, ask me. Don't be blocking comments without telling me what they are first. There are rules in place. I am the captain, after all. If you like Star Trek, then anything 2005 and before Wow, that comment just went away so fast. Is Sam making a full 3D model of that? Of what? I don't know. I'm so confused. I just need to focus and get back on track with the chat. Oh my god, Miles got a wrench. Mark this on the calendar. Yes. Oh my god, I didn't realize you were a Canuck brother. Awesome. Yeah, I'm from London, Ontario, Canada. Southwestern Ontario. About an hour from the border each way. Sam, aka Commander Cockings, can't 3D model, but we have an amazing team. We have about 6 amazing 3D modelers that work for us, or with us, to create awesome ships. Trekyards, you're not a captain in my engine room. Okay, maybe you are, but you know what I mean. Talk like that, we'll get your wrench taken away, Mr. Miles. You were wrong today in the Discord talking about touchscreens. I proved both you and Captain Redneck wrong, so you need to just chill. Chill, chill, chill. You're on Trekyards now, and Trekyards is the place for the knowledge. He's from the wrong London. I'm from the parallel London. Even after the wrench, Miles. Yeah, he's getting a little wrench crazy. Stuart is captain of my heart. Oh, thank you, Gareth. That's so sweet. Excalibur, that'd be Bill. Just call Scotty. He'll handle it. Are your retina scans in the database at the border? Yep. We need blueprints of the new Trek ships, like the old NCC 1701 done by Franz Joseph. I have those blueprints. Foley's wrench is better than anti-trekkers. That's right. That's a new hashtag. There you go. Some might say the Kelvin London. No, don't say that. I'm just the junior London. Hashtag Stew. Oh, you've been watching Sylvia. Gareth. Are you the only admiral in the anti-mirror universe? Are you? Oh, you are only admiral in the anti-mirror universe. Sure. Londonberry, Londinium. Keith Harper puts in another $5 Canadian. 6 3D modelers, you say? Might have to talk to you guys about modeling that TMP Romulan warbird. Well, talk to Samuel. He'll put you in touch with the right people. Captain Foley runs a tight ship. I try. We need a USS Canuck ship. What is it, shaped like a maple leaf? Wasn't Picard an archaeologist specializing in Iconia? Well, for one episode for sure, because script. YouTube needs a spanner. Yes. Did you ever bother learning Klingon? No. No. I know real Klingon. Like Moltz, Joy, Chu, and Bach. The Shakve. But I don't. I can't speak like this. I can't do the discovery thing. I can't make it sound like I have 2 cocks in my mouth. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's impossible. I've never been in that situation and never will be, so I can't pretend to know what that is like. I can't do the discovery thing for some reason. I just don't know why. Stuart, earlier I saw something truly horrible in Star Trek Online. Truly catastrophic. What did you see? A JJ prize? Picard was a student, but bailed for all... Oh my god. See? The chat. I saw a ship named the USS Topless Foley. Are you serious? I highly doubt that. I need a screenshot proof of that. Hit the like button or I'll mess with your replicators and sonic showers. See, now you're doing your job, Mr. Miles. Oh my fucking god, LOL Foley. What? What are we laughing at now? Damn, Foley, that was funny. What did I say that was funny? Oh. Well, that's... the 2 dicks in your mouth thing is from Wonderfest this year. We were just drunk hanging out, and I did a Trekyards live after hours. My buddy Cliff Simmons was recording it, and it's like, today on Trekyards, we're going to find out why new Klingons, or why the Discovery Klingon sounds like they have 2 dicks in their mouths. But first, and we went off, and yeah. Because that's what it does sound like. Somebody had said they sound like they have their mouth full of marshmallows, and I'm like, nah. That's right. They're talking with 2 dicks in their mouths. So that's where that came from. Avenue Pad puts in $5 Canadian. Thank you very much. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia, but I was born in Ontario, lived in Ottawa, Burlington, and Sarnia. Just wanted to say I've been a long-time fan. Well, thank you very much for being a fan. And if you lived in Burlington, you were like an hour from me because I grew up here. I'm from this area, so that's cool. That is cool, man. When you come back, you'll have to come and visit. Come to London. We'll hang out. We'll have beer. Go for beer, chicken wings. We'll go to the strippers. I don't care. We'll go have some fun. This is really off topic. The Emmett Till, guys. See the new Emmett Till? There it is. Look at that Emmett Till. They've changed it now. Johnny's slimmed down the cells and shortened the lower one so it doesn't start at the same spot at the beginning. That's why I love Super Chats, because they just go way off the rails and just talk about everything and anything. Foley will get the reference. Well, he should. What are we talking about, Mr. Miles? I must have missed something. The USS Topless Foley? Yeah, I got that. I ran a JJ prize once back when there were not tier 6 Connies. Yes, well, I have a tier 6 Connie, and it's fantastic. Have you ever made a Canadian fiver into a Vulcan? No, but my friend JBot has done many of them. Yeah. And nobody knows what that means. I'm going to find it for you guys and show you guys. So the Canadian $5 bill can be Spockified very easily. And I will show you what I mean. Because it is a picture. Oh, for Christ's sakes. It's a picture of Sir John A. Macdonald, one of our prime ministers. And it's so easy to just Spockify the bill. So I will show you a few examples of it, because many people do it. You see them all the time. Where are we here? Sorry for missing your chat, guys. Okay, so that's a shitty little low-res picture. Alright. So there's John A. Macdonald Spockified. You just make the hairline and the eyebrows and add the ear. So that's one of them. Here is another. Right there. It's the same one actually, but a little bit better quality. So that's how you Spockify a 5, Canadian 5. And this last one is a different one. Open with. There we go. There's a few different ways to do it. People have their own style, but it's very easy to just get a pen and just Spockify a 5. Those are the old 5s, those are the paper 5s. Now we have the plastic ones with, like, they're just fantastic. Our money's awesome, whether you guys think so or not. But there you go. Let's go back to the chat. Hope I'm not missing anything important. All right. Wow. Tom Xeros 48 puts in $5 Canadian. Live long and prosper from Quebec City. Well, thank you very much, Tom. Much appreciated. Live long and prosper from London, Ontario. It looks like Roddenberry, maybe a little bit. I like the Red Letter Media review of Star Trek: The Motion Picture, where the one guy said that Gene Roddenberry looked like a bag of oatmeal with eyebrows. That made me spit out my drink. That made me laugh. That was hilarious. No disrespect intended to Gene Roddenberry, but damn, that was funny. Captain Foley, do you like the Mad Max verse? It's alright, yeah. I don't mind it at all. Not a huge fan of it necessarily, but I'll watch the movies. Seen them quite a few times. It doesn't quite ring my bell, though, if you know what I mean. In fact, they shouldn't call the state Illinois. It should be called... Bank gave me a plastic one. Well, yeah, the new ones are plastic, but they're awesome. Tony, I think that might be it. I know Picard told us, but I forgot what it was. Is it just me, or is the pennant number on that ship just a tad too low, like really low, like TMP era low? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. Michael Okuda has done a fine job of trying to keep track of the registry numbers and make them make sense in TNG and stuff. You couldn't go back and retcon TOS with the 1017 or the 1071 or whatever, 1017 of the constellation. But this one does seem low, but I think there's probably a really good reason for it. Whether this is just an early sketch and they just threw that on there, or there's got to be a good explanation for it. It could be based on an older ship called the Emmett Till from TOS days that they reused the name and thought in honor of it they'll reuse the registry. I don't know. There should be some good reason, and hopefully we'll get that reason. Yeah, the number on that ship must mean it's a legacy. Exactly. Thank you, good old gamer. That's exactly what I was saying. Star Trek needs a new bad guy as iconic as the old Klingons and Romulans. I agree. They were the Borg for a while, but don't get anti-Trekker started on that. I had an idea about the Connies having some weirdly no numbers. Yeah, I do too. I don't think the registry number just necessarily is sequential. A lot of times there's different reasons for lower ones or special ones or legacy ones. 4 digits is awesome. Tell me, Captain, are you willing to give up Starfleet? Captain Kirk. Registry number is holographic. We can see from bad angle. Ha ha ha. That ship would look badass with TMP version of the cross sword decals on the Larson. I agree 100%. And in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, that's Bill talking, and here's his Larson class that he sent me. TOS Larson class ship. But it's got Mirror Universe crossed swords instead of just the single, which is cool. Bird of Prey 5, I've been here a while. Yes, you have. Yeah, Bird of Prey. How many times? Oof. I really hate this chat sometimes. It's so hard to keep track of things. My apologies, guys. My apologies. I'm tired. I got up early today. I had a long day. And just this breaking news with the Emmett Till, the final version coming out, I thought I would jump on here. And so I'm tired. I'm going to call it a wrap, though, because it's been an hour. But Ricky Radio puts in $2. Thank you very much. No one makes vids on the actual good things in Star Trek Discovery. We do. Through season 1, we did many videos talking about the good details of it. Little short 15-minute pieces or whatever. Yeah, we definitely do. So I think you mean nobody but us, because Trekyards is like the neutral zone when it comes to talking about Discovery. Everybody else just seems so polarized. Guys, don't mind me. I'm just requiting the movies. Ricky, not true. We made one on the new Connie. Yeah, we made quite a few on new aspects of the ship, the show that we love. Gareth puts in another £2. I wonder if I will have the last word again. Now it's a contest. Because I'm going to call it wraps. But if anybody else wants to beat Gareth and have the last word via Super Chat, you have the opportunity now to add your Super Chat in and perhaps beat Gareth for last word. I kind of like that. Because they don't have closing credits like Anti-Trekker, so they can't be interrupted. So when I hit end stream, it's ending the stream. But I just want to thank you guys for coming on and chatting with me, talking with me, and hanging out with me. And the Commander, he was here as well. Although not in person, he was here in spirit and via text. So thank you very much, Commander, for that as well. Mr. Miles, congratulations. Today is the day that will go down in infamy, the day you received a wrench. I can't wait to hear what Anti-Trekker says about that. I'm going to be chastised, I'm sure. But, alas, this is my universe. I can play as I like in it. That being said, guys, check all the links down in the description below. There's Patreon, there's all our social media, there is our new Trekyards store on Teespring. I added a bunch of new stuff today, some fantastic new merchandise, pillows, blankets, tapestries, socks, shirts, and a whole bunch of new pinup shirts, a whole bunch of new characters and pinup characters from Star Trek. So go check them out, buy some stuff. If you get rush delivery, you still can get it by Christmas. So go check all the links down below. Go over to Eagle Moss even, use a discount code Trekyards, pick up some Eagle Moss ships for somebody for Christmas. Just have a good Christmas, have a good holiday season. check out the links down below. If you can support us in any way, please do so. And definitely donate more. That's right, Gareth. But you're going to be the last one because I'm hitting end stream right now. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me, and I will see you all in the future. Bye, guys.